This is it. This is where I've been trying to get to for the past 2 weeks. No, more than that. Years, actually. I've seen pictures of this place for literally years, and I've been dreaming about coming here. This is Everest Base Camp, and my feeling that I'm finally here is kind of mixed. On the one hand, it took a long time and a lot of effort to get here. On the other hand, I am so close to climbing to the top of the tallest mountain, Mount Everest. I want to do this so much. I want to climb so much. But unfortunately, I won't be able to this time. I have nothing but admiration and filled with inspiration for the people who actually do this. It's incredible. The amount of effort it takes to simply getting to the starting point is unbelievable to me. This is, it's a really humbling experience because I come here, I arrive here, and this is just the beginning. There's nowhere but up from here, and it's been an exhausting journey. I started in Salary. It rained, it poured. All the flights from Kathmandu were cancelled. So I took a jeep from Kathmandu to Salary. And from Salary, it's about a 3 or 4 extra day hike to Lukla, the starting point for 99% of the people who do this Everest trek. So I went to Salary, I did this 4 extra day hike. To be honest, it was really nice. It was really, really good. The environment was beautiful. I always see pictures of this. Actually, I'm standing on ice right now. This is a glacier, and it's very rocky, and not many trees or greenery. But going from Salary to even Namche was very green and beautiful, and I love it. It was such a beautiful environment. And it was also nice because it poured rain every single day, which sounds terrible, but what that meant was all the flights were cancelled. No flights landing in Lukla. There were no tourists. I saw 2 people from Salary to Namche, which is kind of the starting point for this trek. I saw 2 tourists that did the same thing that I did. And albeit it is a long bus ride, it's a 12-hour ride. It wasn't that bad. It was a good, easy ride compared to places I've been in South America or Jacko Island in East Timor. The ride was really easy, and the walk was great. I think the 2 hardest days that I had on this trek were from Salary to Nuntala, and Nuntala to Bupsa. Those were the most challenging physically. The rest of the trip was much, much easier, which was good. I got it out of the way early. Unfortunately, I have to go back now and do those same 2 days again. I remember one day I walked down, I think it was from Salary to Nuntala or Faleli. I was literally walking downhill for about 3.5 hours. So, you know what that means. I gotta walk back up. But I've been really conserving my battery life. Solar power is how people generate energy here, mostly. So it's often very hard to come by. The last 6-7 days have been pouring rain. This is the first day that it's beautiful, and I'm so grateful because, I love the rain. I love walking in the rain. I appreciated it. It was nice because the sun wasn't beating down on me, and it wasn't so hot. So I was really, really grateful for the mist. But the mist covered up all of the mountains. So I was literally walking for 10 days without seeing any of the beautiful mountains of the Himalayas. And this is why people come here, to see the mountains. So I was almost at the point where, I was at the point where I was ready to see something. Today, the clouds parted. There was literally not a cloud in the sky when I got to Everest. It was such good timing. And I heard that today is the first day that flights are landing in Lukla. So lots of tourists are going to be coming now. I'm really happy with the time that I decided to go, September 7th, 2018, and it's been fantastic. I'm going to take more video and more pictures, and I'm going to show you guys beautiful views. Highlights have been Tengboche. There's a monastery there that's great. You can wake up early and listen to the morning prayer. There's 2 giant bridges just coming from Monjo to Namche, on the way to Namche. They're really, really nice, really beautiful in the mist. The mist itself was fantastic. I love it. I love rain, and I like the environment. It made everything green and beautiful, and I feel so blessed. Every day, rain or sun, I feel so lucky to have the physical ability to do this, the financial ability, the mental ability. It's a mental battle getting here. You have to take one step after the other, going some days very, very slow. But what I did is nothing compared to the people who do Everest. Mount Everest is amazing, and the people who climb it are inspirational. I hope one day that I can climb it as well. Anyway, I feel so happy here. I feel so blessed, so grateful. Thank you to everyone who helped me. By the way, this was not me. I could not have done this by myself. The people that I met in Kathmandu, they helped me so much. From planning how to get here, giving me the courage to go without a guide. 95% of people go with a guide and a porter, someone to show them the way and carry all their stuff. The people in Kathmandu, they gave me the confidence to go without a guide. You truly don't need one. It's good for the local economy to hire a guide and everything, but it's not actually necessary. The path is pretty well laid out, and I carried my own stuff. I'm grateful to them. I couldn't have done it without them. I met the brother of one of the people I'm staying with in Nepal, and I stayed in his place for a while at the beginning of this trek, and they took care of me like family. And even the people in the hostels or the tea houses, they generate a lot of money from tourism. It's very expensive the higher you go. And they have been so great, so gracious with me, treating me kindly and giving me free cups of tea, free candy bars. It's been great. Nepali people are very warm, and it's off season now, so actually when I came into the park, I saw a sign that said last October something like 6,500 people came to do this Everest trek, or came into the national park. 6,500 tourists. And when I went, I asked them how many tourists were in the park now, because it's September, which is kind of the rainy season, or the end of the rainy season. And because it had rained so much, all the flights had been canceled. There were only 35 people in the entire park. So it sounds like a lot, but it's a giant park. And I literally haven't run into but just a few tourists along the way, which has been so good for me. This has been an amazing experience. Thank you so much to everyone who helped me get here. And I hope next time that I get here, I can make it to the top. I'm Chris across the world, and now I have to go all the way back. Peace! Shit!